You've been living someone else's life, a version of you that settles, procrastinates, avoids. But what if I told you, after watching this, you won't just improve, you'll kill your old self? This isn't motivation, this is a funeral for the version of you that kept you stuck, the weak one, the tired one, the one who said, maybe tomorrow. Today is the last day that version of you lives. This is not just a video, this is a decision point. Do you keep living as a copy of who you could be, or do you choose to bury that version and start again? Sharp, focused, unstoppable.
You don't need another productivity hack. You need a wake-up call. You keep wondering, why can't I stay focused? Why do I keep scrolling? Why am I so tired all the time? Here's why. You've built an identity that protects your comfort more than your future. You're loyal to your patterns, not your potential. Every time you snooze the alarm, every time you scroll mindlessly, you're feeding the old you. And guess what? That version is strong because you've trained it. Now it's time to untrain it, time to kill it. Even Elon Musk said, you get paid in proportion to the difficulty of problems you solve. But the old you avoids difficult problems. The new you will run toward them. So here's how to kill your old self and rebuild the new one, step by step. Step 1. Isolate the weak version. Close your eyes. Visualize that version of you, the one who avoids hard work, the one who overthinks but never acts, the one who breaks promises to themselves. Got it? Now give that version a name. Yes, name it. It needs to feel separate from you because it's not you anymore. That version, it's scared. It loves pleasure, hates discomfort. It makes excuses. It talks, but doesn't move. Now look it in the eyes and say, you've served your purpose, but I'm done with you now. Think about David Goggins. He named his old self too. He called it the weaker voice, the voice that said, it's okay to stop. Then he crushed that voice. Every day with action. That's what you're about to do. Step 2. Build the killer instinct. To kill your old self, you need something stronger than motivation. You need a decision. One that says, no matter how I feel, I move. Even if I fail, I show up again. I don't wait for clarity. I create it. You don't need perfect habits. You need a dangerous level of discipline. Not the kind that looks good on Instagram, but the kind that terrifies the part of you that's soft. Start with this. Wake up at the same time for 30 days. No phone for the first hour. Cold shower, no matter how you feel. 1 hour of deep work daily. Repeat this until the old you can't survive in this system because your new identity won't allow it. Kobe Bryant used to practice at 4 a.m. Not because he had to, but because it killed the version of him that wanted to be average. That's the mindset. Step 3. Embrace the death of comfort. You can't kill the old you without pain. The transformation won't feel like fireworks. It'll feel like grief, like burning away everything that made you feel safe. But let this burn remind you, growth feels like loss until it doesn't. Delete the apps, cut the fake friends, ditch the maybe someday goals, because every second you hesitate, the old you gets stronger, and that version doesn't want you to win. Steve Jobs said, focusing is about saying no, and saying no to comfort is how you say yes to greatness. You didn't come this far to stay soft. You came this far to burn the bridge behind you. Step 4, replace or relapse. Killing your old self isn't a one-time event. It's a war, and wars are won through systems. You need to replace the void. Otherwise, your brain will relapse into comfort. So replace dopamine from scrolling to dopamine from progress, numbness from binge watching to clarity from journaling, shallow validation to deep self-respect. And this one is key. Stop trying to feel ready. You won't. Just move anyway, because action doesn't wait for permission. Think of Jocko Willink. Discipline equals freedom, he says, and he lives it. Wakes up at 4:30 every morning, not to prove a point, but to kill the old self before it wakes up. If you've made it this far, you're not the same person who clicked this video. The old you, gone. Now go. Move like your life depends on it, because it does. And remember, you don't need motivation, you need a funeral.